shifting into the questions you should be asking you. Am I in a good sector, a good company, and a good solution? So is what I'm doing right now to determine the health or the risk of what I'm doing at any moment? I want to know, how is what I'm doing in each of these areas, how is it doing? So you could be in a sector that's depressed, but you might be in a good company, or you might be in a sector that's thriving and you might be in a bad company. Or solution-wise, is your technology and domain expertise stale? Or is your solution AI, where we know there's lots of opportunities for AI? And it's not AI companies, it's AI within all kinds of companies, right? So just because your sector might be depressed, you could move sectors if your solution or your knowledge base or your skill set is transferable. So this is one of the first things I look at. Next thing I look at is in my specific job. In my specific job, even if all of these three things are in order, in my specific job, do I know what success actually looks like? Because am I working toward metrics and value that we agree to, that we know we want? How am I being evaluated or graded? Is that clear to me? And do I have control over my results? Or if I don't have control over my results, how risky is it? And am I able to mitigate that risk? Or do I have contingency plans in the event I encounter risk where I have inertia to attain my results? How is my specific individual situation in whatever organization I'm in? What's the health of that? So this is a great way to know if you're on the right track based on what you're doing, because you could be in a great sector, a great company, and have a great solution. But if you don't know what success looks like, or you're not able to attain it, that's bad, right? So this either can bolster your position or put you in a very risky position. And then the third thing I'm looking at is the value of what I'm producing. If I hired somebody to create some beautiful presentations for me, or cosmetic looking flow diagrams, social media art, doctor up my videos, it could be a quality output. But if the quality output is just costing me money and not giving me value in the way of followers or subscribers or customers or brand recognition or whatever it is I'm trying to increase the value, I don't care. I would let you go. So you could be doing everything well, but is it actually producing results that move the needle? This is another layer. Remember, you could do this. You could do this, and this can still be off. Trust me, I would let people go if what they're doing isn't contributing to the health of my business. I don't care how nice you are or how pretty your deliverables are. Ask yourself this, and then in order to ensure yourself long-term, are you upskilling? So based on what I'm doing, what are the skills I actually need to be building to either stay out in front, stay current, stay up to date, whatever it is, or making sure that I'm creating skills that are enabling me to grow up the ladder or position me effectively for future jobs? Do I know what I need to learn and how to learn it? Do I have opportunities to actually practice it and execute it so that I know I'm actually building the skill? So right now, we're probably in the most balanced employment market I could remember probably in the last 20 some odd years, where I don't know that it was in favor of one, the employer, or the employee. It's pretty balanced. I wouldn't even use the word tight. Now, you might disagree with me because your personal situation doesn't coincide with what I said, but I'm looking at this from a macro perspective, and I'm telling you there are jobs that are out there and organizations that are hiring. And let me go back and drive one other point home in all of this is, remember this, when it comes to stuff like this, the CPI, there is a pecking order as to who knows what when. And And when you think about what's happening in the market, the first person who knows whether the business is tightening is who? It's the small business owner. The small business owner can see whether or not business is working or not. When I go into a restaurant, how's business? When I go into a shop, how's business? My coaching schedule, there are people, there's a backup to try to get on my calendar. So I know people are hiring, people need to be interviewed, right? They need salary negotiation help. So that hasn't slowed down. Who's the second party that knows that the market is going in the wrong direction? The banks. Why? Because the small business owners go to the banks to borrow money. So when the borrowing starts to go up, the banks know the businesses are in trouble or slowing down. Who's the last to know? The Fed. The Fed makes the adjustments, right? Well after the fact that the business owner has experienced, the small to medium-sized business owner has experienced for months before any adjustments are made. So I want you to keep that in mind as you are looking at metrics like this, or you are asking yourself questions like this. This is what's going to tell you. So for your situation, are you in a good sector, company, and solution? In my job, do I know what success looks like? Do I know how I'm evaluated? Can I control it? How risky is it? Or can I mitigate it? Is what I'm producing of high quality? And last, am I upskilling? Now, one thing you can do to upskill, grab the Zebra Code. It's a budget-friendly way to help you outline your skills, your career development plan, and all that good stuff. And so I know a lot of you have some questions. So if you're here with me live, we're going to the Q&A. If you're watching me on the recording, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next week.